To be or not to be? William Shakespeare's philosophical question. To use or not to use? 23rd of July, 2020. That is the question. To use or not to use the mask? I frankly cannot understand all the controversy about wearing a mask. But before we get to that, we're not going to go too much into medical reasons. We're going to go and take a look at the spiritual side of this controversy, of this great debate raging around the world, to use or not to use. But before we do that, please use the subscribe button. Join this channel. Use the subscribe button. Click the little bell, because you'll be notified of any new videos that we post here. And it doesn't cost a thing. It's not Netflix. It's not Amazon Prime. It's not HBO. It's free. Secondly, even if you don't like what I have to say, even if you disagree with me 100%, click the like button. Because when you click the thumbs up, the like button, YouTube interprets this like, oh wow, this is really good. People like it. And it starts recommending it to people who think like you, who think like me. It becomes shared. Also, you can share this video with anyone you want, please. In this time of transition, of transfer, of a great transformation that's taking place in the world, I think people are looking for new answers to some very old questions. And that's what we're trying to do here on this channel. Make spirituality accessible. Not accessible, relevant for our day-to-day lives. Now, let's talk about the masks. I do understand it. I do understand it. People are afraid. People like to either ignore it. This is a hoax. Masks don't make a difference. And sometimes people just simply like to rebel against authority, which I understand. It's my right. But Oliver Wendell Holmes, this is attributed to him, but I researched the quote. It was said by many different people in different ways. But Oliver Wendell Holmes says, "Your right stops at my nose." Okay? Your right stops at my nose. That's what a democracy is all about. You have rights and you have responsibilities, but we have responsibility to each other. We don't live on an island. We all come from the same source. We come from the same place. So, like I said, I'm not here to convince you to use the mask. I'm just here to expose spiritually what's going on. And one of the things Allan Kardec said is that one of the signs of our imperfections, of our faults, is when we use our personal interest to get something. That is what's going on. Whether it be the interest of a politician, whether it be the interest of a civic leader, whether it is in the interest of someone who is just simply concerned, simply worried about interference in your rights. These are personal interests. These are not collective interests. And one of the things, I'm sure of this, one of the reasons why in this great era of transition, this era of change from an old consciousness to a new consciousness, one of the things that's going on is the universe is sending us a message in neon. You're all in this together. Humanity is interrelated. What better proof do we need? Someone in China gets sick, it spreads all over the world. It spreads to the businessman in New York. It spreads to the lawyer in Europe. It spreads to the factory worker in Africa. It spreads to me in Brazil. I have known personally, so far, like I said, July 23rd, 2020, and I hope this doesn't go up, 3 people who've died from this virus. One of them did not believe in masks. This is, oh no, this is a hoax. This is how people, other people can control us. It's the government trying to interfere in my rights, in my life. Yes, we have rights, but we have responsibilities. But like I said, the big message, one of the big messages that in this age of transitions from the old consciousness to a new consciousness, the dawning of a new era is, get this into your head, we are in this together. We all come from the same place. The Dalai Lama said something very beautiful about interdependency and how we all rely on each other. Interdependence is a fundamental law of nature. Even tiny insects survive by mutual cooperation based on an innate recognition of their interconnectedness. It is because our own human existence is so dependent on the help of others that our need for love lies at the very foundation of our existence. Therefore, we need a genuine sense of responsibility and a sincere concern for the welfare of others. The first thing that went through my mind when I read this was ants. You see, the 2 lines, one going this way, bringing the food back, another coming this way to get the food, and then when they go back, they build their tunnels. Cooperation, interdependence. Final question. Don't we have something to learn from the ants? Aren't we supposed to be more evolved than the ants? More evolved than the bees? Don't we understand until today we're in this together? We are independent. Not independent, sorry. We're dependent on each other. Each one of us in our own line, in our own way, on the road to evolution. Alone, because no one can do it for you. But we're in it together. Don't we have something to learn from an ant? Don't forget, subscribe, like, share. Thank you.